What's really wrong with me is I'm head over heels for you in every way, and I'm stuck thinking about you every single day. I'm catching feelings like love. Hello, hello. Happy Sonic Sunday, as it is, as we all know it is. A beautiful Sunday. So, we are going to play Sonic Advanced 2. And this time I fixed it so there's no bar at the top of the screen. It should go away when I click off of it. Unless I fucked it up. No, it works. Okay. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning how computers work. All over again. So let's go. Claudio, Meow, the boys. My heroes. The boys who always turn up. I can always expect you guys to chill with me while I play more Sonic games like a respectable adult. I've got my monstrously oversized coffee mug. Not the Sonic coffee mug, unfortunately, but that one's not as huge. This one's like 3 cups of coffee in one, so I don't even need to get up. Unless I have to pee, which I might because I'm drinking a ton of coffee. You guys are my Sonic heroes. You'll be my flying type Meow, and Claudio will be my power type, and I just run with supersonic speed, so, you know, I'm obviously the speed type. So, Sonic Advance 2, you actually have to unlock the characters. They don't just give them to you right away. And, you'll note that Amy is not here. I'm pretty sure you have to get all the emeralds to get Amy in this one, which we're definitely not doing. That's a lot of work. You saw how hard of a time I had with the first game's emeralds, and it's the same special stage in this one. Let me just sip my giant cup of coffee real quick. Of course I need coffee. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. It's basically bedtime. Oh, we shouldn't have any issues with the controller this time. I fixed it. I fixed the problem, I think. So this one they added, you can do cool little tricks. You couldn't do that in the first one. But I drink coffee 24/7 based. Good. You should be consuming caffeine 20. You should be developing kidney stones. You need to be caffeine maxing. This weird blue spring. I can understand why they didn't bring these blue springs back in later games. They kind of slow things down, but I don't mind them. No! Drank 450 milligrams of caffeine last night. At night? I mean, I was drinking beers last night, so I was like... I had a long day. It was, I was tired by like 10:45, which is rare for me. Usually I want to stay up late. How's it going, Dissection? It's good to have you for Sonic Sunday. The only important Sunday-based event happening today is Sonic Sunday. Let's get more momentum. I'm not the largest fan of staying up late. I'm not either, but I'd rather, because like, well, I mean, I work from home, so if I wake up early, it's like I'm just putzing around for like an hour until I have to clock in. So, I prefer to just stay up late. My script for my next video is done. I just need to record it. I'm very excited to have a video out in an almost timely fashion. Your friends wanted to watch UFC. That's better than watching the Super Bowl. Oh my gosh. Well, Sonic History Month. This is Shadow History Month because he's a black hedgehog. Sonic History Month would be in June because the first Sonic game came out June 23rd, 1991. Oh, I forgot this. This is the one with the goofy, like, Rayman, like, Music Land level. I fucking hate that level. I like a lot of the levels in this game, but not that one. What's up, Seabook Farno 8656? Shadow History. Yes, hell yeah. They said Black History Month. They're referring to cartoon characters like Shadow the Hedgehog, right? Shadow the Hedgehog, Dark Cat from SWAT Cats. What other black cartoon characters are there? And I mean black, not like with dark skin. They have to be like literally black. Shadow Advance games, I wish. I'm so mad they put Shadow in Sonic Battle and then they didn't put him in Advance 3. Like, you put all this work into animating these amazingly detailed sprites and then you couldn't put him in one of the side scrollers. Are you fucking kidding me? All left-wing political get. Yeah, they really want you to believe that Sonic's black, but he's obviously white. Oh yeah, this is a weird trait of this particular game, is all the bosses are like this, where you're running constantly, which makes them a little tricky because you have to constantly be building momentum. Oh no, I jumped into the hammer. Fortunately, the game is constantly feeding you rings when you're doing these bosses, so it's not really that much of a problem. No! Some of these bosses get really fucking, like, crazy, too. Like, they go all out with the designs for enemies that you're supposed to be in constant motion while fighting. That was the only 2D pixel sprite. I know, it was so good! The Sonic Battle sprites are incredible. Sonic boss destroyed. Wow, you're the famous Mr. Sonic? Thank you very much for saving me. What a polite girl. See you later, and don't get caught again. Oh, wait a minute. Mom's still in trouble. I need to go help her. Never underestimated Cream the Rabbit's character. She fought Amaryl single-handedly all on her own with cheese. True. I love this game's little map screen. It's really cool. It's way more... I'm not a huge fan of Sonic Advance 3's weird and unintuitive, like, warp pipe system it has going on. We're gonna do Sonic Battle after this. We're not doing Advance 3 because Advance 3 requires you to play Battle to understand what the fuck is going on. I love Hot Shelter. Not Hot Shelter, what is it called? Lava... Something. Hot Crater, that's what it's called. Music in the stage is cool. Usually I'm not a huge fan of lava stages in Sonic games because they're usually annoying, but this one's not really. It's just cool looking and has good music. No! Advance 2 is definitely my fave. Yeah, Advance 3 is just... It's a good game. It's also really hard. Like, compared to Advance 1 and 2, like, 3 is, like, really unforgiving in its stage design. And it feels... And it's very... I don't know. The stage design is a lot more methodical than the first two games. The first one feels like a traditional old Sonic game, and this one feels like proto-Sonic Rush. Which, can't complain, I love the Rush games, including Sonic Colors on the DS. I love Sonic Colors on the DS more than Sonic Colors on the Wii, honestly. Did you play Sonic 07 for April Fool's Day? Sonic 07? 06? I've played Sonic 06. I've streamed it. I mean, look, we could always do, like, the extra hard mode DLC. I don't mind. I've said before, if I did all the content in the Sonic games for streams, I could be playing these games for, like, years on stream with no pause. Oh no, I should have jumped. These stages really require you to, like, memorize them, and as a kid, I just couldn't do it. I think if I locked in and practiced it a little more, I could really get the hang of these stages as an adult, but as a kid, I couldn't figure it out. They're really, like, huge, and you're moving so fast, you have, like, a split second to remember where certain shortcuts are. No! Get good, I tried. Sorry, I see the chat rolling along. I'm just like, I'm locked in. This game is way faster paced than the first one, so it requires a lot more concentration. And it's kind of impressive at how fast they got the game moving on the GBA. More rings, uncast the lock-in for 2D. Look, Sonic Advance 2 is like a whole nother level of, like, needing to lock in for a 2D Sonic game, okay? It's not like the Rush games where the boost makes it very easy to navigate the stages. This one, like, you gotta be paying attention. Advance 2 votes my best modern 2D pixels. I still, I would still probably lean towards maybe Sonic CD. But that's, like, the stage design in that is so, like, drastically different. It's like, they're two completely different animals. I hate this boss. This one's always such a pain in the ass, because the timing for the cannon shots is so confusing to me. He gets faster, but he doesn't change trajectory at all. Oh shit, oh shit. No! Hold on, let me check the chat. CD doesn't have Tails and Knuckles. Well, it does in Origins. GBA was wide enough to put in the blast processor. Yeah, but like, unfortunately the downside is the camera is very panned in. There's fire on the background. Yeah, you know, Eggman just burned the entire planet to the ground, I guess. Which I guess he successfully does in Sonic Forces. Like, don't be surprised if I actually do have a game over in this one, because this one, like the last couple stages in this game are actually, like, really crazy. Oh no! You can't actually hit Eggman, you can only hit his, like, Dongus. His egg schlong. Oh, I missed the rings. No! How would I handle Tails and Knuckles if I was in charge of the next game? I thought they were handled great in Frontiers. I hope the next one, like, it lets you play as them in the open world more. Because I liked what you could do with them in Final Horizon, but they didn't have their own stages, which sucked. One day I'll stream Frontiers, because I love that game and I'm constantly glazing it, so we'll have to stream it soon. I'm trying to, like, do them in, like, sort of order. Not really, but, like, keeping it kind of era-specific. So we did the Riders games, we're doing the Advanced games. No! The second phase keeps getting me. No, Sonic Unleashed I love more than Frontiers, but I do love Frontiers. I like them for very different reasons. I still think Unleashed is the best looking Sonic game ever made. Like on pure like visual spectacle, it's incredible looking. And they pulled that shit off on the PS3 and Xbox 360. It's crazy. All right, we got this. There we go. Hell yeah. Fat Deco Adventures. I don't even know what that is. Spagonia Halal. I mean, Chun Nan looks amazing. Like, it's a very cartoony Great Wall of China stage, but visually it's just, like, so sick to look at. And I don't mind. I like the Werehog. I know a lot of people hate it, but I didn't mind it at all. So I'm not a Werehog hater. All right, Music Plant is my least favorite part of the game. Not because it's like a bad stage or anything. It just aesthetically doesn't fit in with anything in any other Sonic game ever. It's so this is a weirder stage than like the Amazing Arena. I mean, there's a lot of cool stage gimmicks. It's just like so strange. There's no context in which this stage makes sense. Sonic sounds like Fat Deku in Frontiers. Frontiers is the only time I've liked Roger Smith's voice for Sonic. He's always sounded like way too much like dude trying to sound like a cool 90s character in a commercial. But in Frontiers, they're like, oh, we'll just let you act, I guess. We'll let the actor do some acting. And not say lines like baldy nose hair. Yeah, I think what really the biggest fault I have with Frontiers is the islands themselves are very lacking in personality. As much as I don't like Music Plant, imagine if there was an island in Sonic Frontiers that was like the Music Plant and it had a bunch of stupid like pianos you had to run around on and shit. That would have been awesome. But instead, it's just like big mountainous region, big desert region, big forest region. It's kind of boring. Sonic Team can do better, and I know they can do better. There's a little monkey. Oh, fuck! Full 90s character in a commercial. Isn't that who Sonic is? I mean, no, not really, because that's only who he is in, like, American box art for the Sega Genesis games. You have to understand, he's a nuanced, complex character in the games. He's got a lot going on. I'm blowing it here, man. I don't even know what you get for getting all those, like, weird, like, star coins in this. I've never bothered to do it. This was, like, my go-to game, though, for years. Like, when we'd be going on, like, long road trips, I'd just be playing this, like, over and over again. I think we get Tails here. I know, you literally have to fight Knuckles. So he's riding around like a giant, like, Ferris wheel machine or something. It's fucking weird. Oh, I wanted those rings. I missed every single ring in my effort to go back and get rings. I don't think I've ever legitimately found a single special stage spring in this game because the stages are so huge and you have like a fraction of a split second to find like the paths that will take you to them. Oh, fuck! I'm not a fan of the special stage springs because there's just like one per level. Whereas, like, the rings in Sonic 3, there was, like, multiple per level. You could get like half of the emeralds by the end of Mushroom Hill Zone in Sonic and Knuckles. I think I went backwards on accident. Is like, are you talking about Deku, like, is that like a My Hero Academia character or something? Like, I've never watched that. I think I watched one episode when it aired on Adult Swim, and I was like, that's enough for me. I've pretty much tapped out of, like, all shonen anime. I have no interest. I will occasionally watch, like, the Broly Dragon Ball movies, and that's about it. I don't count Death Note as a shonen, even though it was a Shonen Jump manga. The main character, yeah, the one they keep drawing as black on Twitter. No! It's a meme in Sonic Frontier sounding like Deku from My Hero Academia if he was obese. Okay. I don't know what he's... Who's his voice actor in English? And with that dialogue, I can only imagine what, like, what is his name? Like, Jun Takamaro, whatever the fuck his Japanese voice actor is. I can only imagine what he sounds like in Frontiers. I don't get, like, Spax 3 levels of, like, autistic about the voice actors for Sonic, but I wish we could have Jason Griffith back. Although I heard he can't do the voice anymore, which sucks. Oh, I should have gone to the upper one. Oh, jeez, dude. I feel like Sonic builds momentum faster in this one, too. Like, he has a higher top speed overall, but it feels like you pick up speed faster than in the first game. I don't count Death Note as Shonen even though it was in Shonen Jump. That's what happens when you equate Shonen to battle to Shonen like a hoodweave. I mean, I don't really know that much about, like, different anime genres, so it's just like, eh. I just know Death Note is, like, a weird, like, horror, like, murder show. It's like a murder mystery show where it's basically Dexter if it was good. You're following the murderer, and he's convinced that he's doing the right thing, because he only kills bad people. What I'm saying is Dexter ripped off Death Note. I know Dexter's become like a meme in the past couple years, but I don't care how much you make memes of it. I'm not rewatching it. I watched it when it came out, and I don't need to watch it again. Like those last everything after the 4th season sucked. All right, what is the boss here? Oh, this thing. I remember not liking this boss fight, so we'll see if that feeling is correct. I know you can blow up those turrets by hitting them. The only downside to these games is that the GBA sound chip, I think, can only render 4 sounds at once, so you're like, they couldn't figure out how to make the audio tracks work that, like, one of the layers of the audio track isn't lost every time Sonic grabs rings or hits an enemy. Shit! Oh, that sucks. Oh, he's changing it up. He's getting a little crazy on me. You can do that exact same move? Yeah, okay. Oh, man. I can't get momentum fast enough to get on there. There we go. Early stream? I usually aim for around 2 o'clock on Sundays, but like I completed all my various chores sooner than usual today, so I just figured I'd just start. I don't see why not. I just usually aim for like early in the day, or I mean, I consider the afternoon early in the day. Maybe some people don't, but I do. Hell yeah. He created this in Sonic 2 Classic Original, not Stop Origins. React to El Pendrive Azul next time. Who is that? What does that mean? Oh, look, there's Tails with me. Thanks, Sonic. How was he? He was winking with his eye open. Eggman just came out of nowhere. Eggman, what's he plotting this time? I've got to hurry. See ya, Tails. Huh? Why is the bottom of Sonic's shoes in this game? They're like flats. That's weird. You can now play as Tails. And they properly make his tails spin this time. In Sonic Advance 1, his tails just kind of like flop around behind him. It's weird. I totally forgot there's an ice level in this game. I'm not a fan of ice levels in games in general, so I don't really... Actually, that's not true. The ice levels in Sonic Lost World were pretty sick. And Diamond Dust in Sonic 3D. But otherwise, I don't really, like, think much about ice stages and anything. I see that coin and I want it. You love the Ice Snow World? I mean, it's better than the one in the first Advance game, I'll say that, because I'm not a huge fan of that one. That's, like, he's just, like, rubbing his butthole on the ice. That's gotta freeze, like, holy crap. Whee! No slandering Sonic Boom, Fire, and Ice. I've never played it. I only played Shattered Crystal a bit. I'm not huge on the Sonic Boom games. Not because they're bad, because, like, I know people really hate them. They're not really that bad. Like, they're just kind of, like, pretty borderline generic kids games. They're just, like, the gameplay is not, like, a Sonic game in any way. Like, even Sonic 06, you could tell it's a Sonic game. So it's just, doesn't really, it never really appealed to me. I played the first one a bit, and I didn't finish it. How many Sonic games could there possibly be? Oh, Evan. Oh, my sweet summer child. You have no idea. You have no idea what question you've just asked. We're only just, like, dipping our toe into the realm of the handheld Sonic games, which might as well be an entirely different franchise all its own, with how many there are. And don't worry. We will be doing Sonic Chronicles The Dark Brotherhood as soon as I find a fucking ROM of that game that works, because every ROM crashes the second you get control of Sonic. And I feel like that game would actually be a lot of fun to play on PC, because actually playing that with a DS stylus is a nightmare. Sonic is supposed to be a bit more... Yeah, I know, Sonic is badass. Sonic Mania is better than Sonic Boom. I mean, that's true. Sonic Mania is not my favorite 2D Sonic game, but it is definitely a million times better than Sonic Boom. Now, they could make Sonic Mania the best 2D Sonic game if they just add Vector to it. And then it will be the best 2D Sonic game. Because otherwise, 2D Vector only exists in Knuckles Chaotix, which is such a pain in the ass to get running on anything. Even on the emulator, it felt like it was like a little sluggish. Too bad Sega parted ways with Christian Whitehead. We could really go for a remaster of that one. Oh man, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall. I'm falling! Oh! Oh, okay, I'm fine. Never mind. I'm being dramatic for no reason. Really like the episode of Sonic Boom with Vector in it. I haven't gotten to that one. I think it's on like Tubi or something. I was watching it on something, and That show is so good. That show is such a good time. You know what? I take back what I said. Sonic Boom is actually the best performance by Roger Smith as Sonic. No! Sonic Mania 2 is the dream, but Sega won't give it to us. No, Sonic Mania 2 was the working idea behind Sonic Superstars, but then Takashi Iizuka and Naoto Oshima got drunk on like a Zoom chat during COVID, and we're like, you know what? Fuck those guys who made Sonic Mania. We're gonna make our own. When you say Vector, you mean the Gator and Chaotix? Yes, I love Vector. He's one of my favorite characters. Although, ironically, he's one of the only characters I don't have one of the Jack-specific figures of. I have all the other Chaotix. I even have Mighty. I should play Knuckles Chaotix. I should just stream Knuckles Chaotix again. I love that game. Even if it is, like, clunky and weird. I need to get all the Chaos Rings. We need new Tragic High Zone to come back in another Sonic game. I remember I posted in the Sonic Would Love Us group on Twitter, like, if you go into Sonic Origins and you look at, like, all the music files in the museum, they, like, more times than not, misspelled Amazing Arena for the Knuckles Chaotix music that is included in that game for some reason, even though the game itself is not. Come on, get me up there. I can do this. No! Yes! See, I'm a professional. I'm a professional Sonic gamer, okay? I can't get up there. I'm not that professional, okay? This is like a jazzy tune. I really don't remember this level, so I'm vibing with this music. I love the background here, though. See, this is what I mean. Like, Music Plant really doesn't, like, inspire anything in me, but these backgrounds in some of these stages, like, this is so cool. There's, like, this whole world out there that I can't explore because I'm on a 2D plane. And that's what Frontiers should have fixed. I should have been able to explore something awesome like this area, but no. I'm exploring Gray Island with a volcano in the middle that you don't go into. I don't care what you guys say, you're not gonna make me retroactively hate Sonic Frontiers. There's just one small pet peeve I have with it, and that's it. I just got all the trophies in it on the PS5 version. I was like, oh yeah, like, how did they expect, like, kids to beat this fucking pinball minigame on Chaos Island? Like, it's insane the high score you have to get. I love Frontiers. Frontiers is awesome. It's my favorite Sonic game since Sonic Unleashed, I'd say. Alright, what's this one? Oh, this thing! I barely remember this thing. This is a pain in the ass. You, like, bounce on this, and then you get up there. Half the bosses of this game are a pain in the ass, because you can never stop running. And trying to build momentum is a pain. Eggman really didn't, like, pull out all the stops with his creations. He's like, this one drops missiles on the ground, I guess. He wasn't very creative. He wasn't feeling inspired this time around. No, no, no! Oof. Oh no, oh no, oof. I always forget that Sonic has his insta-shield in these games. And now he just drops them faster. No, like, enemy cage that, like, bonks itself on the head. No never-ending conveyor belt or nothing. He's just like, yeah, I just put a missile launcher on my Eggmobile, and that's it. That's the extent of the thought I put into this. The second boss is literally, he just made a tank. he didn't come up with anything creative. He made a tank and drew his face on the side. Eggman's 300 is truly a Yakubian ape. Dark Gaia is just Yakub's spirit at the center of the earth. He gifts Eggman with all of his power. No! I think you could just hang back when he's in the second phase, because I don't think the explosions ever go far enough to hit you back there. Oh, it's once the little, like, hills come into play, that's where I get fucked. Need more rings. Give me more rings. Are there no more rings? Is there actually a finite amount of rings? Shit. I think I might die. Yep. Sonico Advance 2. The weird, like, announcer they added to this game. I can't say I'm a fan. I don't know why he's there. It's weird. He kind of reminds me of the announcer in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, who just is like this overly enthusiastic old man voice. And actually, you know what? I take it back. The announcer in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing is actually the best part of that game. I just remember they put Banjo and Kazooie in the 360 version, and he goes like, "Banjo's getting jiggy with it" when he does his special. I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive. Okay, that was obviously not the move. Shit! I'm getting dark-sided. Turning evil from this boss. Hold on. Herp! What's up, brother? I hope you're not going to tell me today that you never played this game, too. Because I know you didn't play the Riders games. You have to have played the Advance games. Please tell me you've played Sonic Advance 2. As I get, like, my face kicked in by Eggman's stupid fucking... You know what? I was making fun of the design of this boss, but it's effective. Eggman did a good job. It's very practical. I was just jealous of the simplicity of Eggman's brilliance. Alright, now we're doing Angel Island Zone again. I feel like the stages in this game, besides Music Plant, this is like the Evil Dead 2 of Sonic games. Like, they just redid the last game. Oh, okay. Played Advance 1 and got stuck on Advance 2's Canyon level. This one? You can do it, man. I know the latter stages of this game can be really frustrating because there's just non-stop bottomless pits. Doing good. I feel like I'm doing good. This game is very good at making you feel like you're doing good and then fucking you over at the last second. Fuck you! Little robot birds took me by surprise. Yeah, go back and give it another go. There we go. I haven't, and it's been like years since I played Sonic Advance 3 all the way through. Like, I usually go back to the first and second one pretty, like, much more often than that one. So when we get to that one, that's going to be a bit of a task to play. Alright, let's just blind jump into the abyss and hope we don't die. That's a big problem with this game's later stages. And I think that's more the fault of the screen size than anything. I don't think it's really the stage design. It's just... I know I can get past this thing, right? No? Okay, let's just go back this way. There we go. Hell yeah. We're moving. I don't think there's a Mecha Knuckles boss fight in this game, but we just fight regular old Knuckles instead. Which is weird, you fight Knuckles in one of the boss fights, and then every subsequent time you play that boss with Sonic, it's just Eggman. I actually successfully got a room full of people to watch the first Sonic movie with me last night, which was pretty awesome. Usually I never get my way when it comes to picking movies, because, you know, I'm the only one with good taste, but I was able to swing for the fences and actually got a home run. See, that's a little football reference you guys might not know. I don't know if you guys know this, but tonight's the night of the Super Bowl, or whatever they call it, the Super Bowl. And they're going to be hitting a lot of home runs and strikes. And the only benefit the Super Bowl is to me is that my local pizza place is offering a lot of good deals. Although, I already have dinner planned, so we're not doing that. It's the hand-egg finals. Look, I got 9... It says I got 9 viewers right now. That's 9 people who are as intelligent as I am who said, I don't need no freaking sports ball. I need to watch Sonic Advance 2. That's way cooler. I'm white, I don't watch sports. That's true. Evan is confirmed to not be Goy Cattle. Uh-oh. Oops. My bad. Hey, Sonic! Step off the light speed! Right, we got this. We got this. I'm not gonna fuck it up this time. Probably. I really don't know what those coins do. I should do a little more research into these advanced games. No! What the fuck? Eggman did a good job, Bowser. Are we checking out the airship he made? This stage has such great music, but there's like, I don't know how you're supposed to avoid that pitfall. Don't go too fast in this Sonic game or you're gonna fall in. I wanna just take a lower path and see what happens. Oh no, I should have bounced upward. Oops. Oh, well, I didn't die. Thank God. We're already doing better. Oh, shit! Imagine an alternate universe where instead of Sonic, it's Bart Simpson. Can you imagine, like, Sega was just, like, commissioned to make a game, and it's, like, Bart on his skateboard, and it's just a Sonic game before Sonic was a thing? You got like a weird like 16-bit rendition of Danny Elfman's Simpsons theme. That would be a very dark timeline. Because we'd have no... we would have to play like Bart Unleashed, where he turns into a werewolf. You know that baseball is from Sonic X. That's true. That's where they came up with that. They invented that sport in that cartoon, and Americans were like, that's pretty cool. We should make that our national pastime. Oh no! I'm playing like Hillary Goldstein. Is DIMP still a thing? I don't know. I think they might have just got, like, folded into Sonic Team or something. I think, like, Sega was like, we've had enough of you guys after the Sonic Lost World 3DS version was a fucking nightmare. Which is not their fault, honestly. That whole, like, project was a bit of a nightmare. I just remember I played it. I didn't beat it because the levels were way too long. Like, you could literally... It had the same problem Sonic Mania had, where the stages are too long for the time limit they impose on you. Oh, Knuckles got like some breakcore going on in the background, too. Oh, if that big hand, like, booty slaps you, you instantly die, so I gotta be careful. Also, this song doesn't play when you refight this boss. It just plays the regular boss theme on all future playthroughs. Knuckles has his own cool, unique boss theme that you only get to hear once. Oh! Pimp Smack Robot, yeah. Another black-coded move by Knuckles. Oh! Oh! See, insta-kills you even if you have rings. Why hasn't Sega done a GBA collection? It seems an easy one. I think it has something to do with the publishing. If you look at the boxes for all of the GBA Sonic games, for some reason they say THQ. So THQ was involved in the publishing of these games in the US for some reason. And I think that's why we haven't gotten it. Maybe like THQ Nordic bought up the rights or something, and Sega's like, no, we're not doing business with anyone we don't want to. Eggman saved the really cool, like, fucking amusement park ride robot for Knuckles to ride around in. Eggman's like, no, I'm fine with just, like, the missile mobile. My favorite Black History Month representative, Knuckles. Didn't know his dad. Obsessed with collecting jewelry. Fuck! You have to hit him, like, right over his head or it doesn't do damage. And I feel like they time the slaps of this thing to be way too inconvenient. Oh my god! Sonic Origins is the best you're gonna get. I know. Christian Whitehead even said he wanted to do an HD port of Knuckles Chaotix, and, like, Sega was just like, no. Release Sonic Origins now! So we're just never gonna get, like, good HD ports of, like, half of the Sonic side-scrollers. Best we can do is a couple of Game Gear ROMs, Chud, and you're gonna like it. Which, to be fair, I do like those Game Gear games. It's just like, you've already released them like 3 times. Can we get one re-release of Knuckles Chaotix? One re-release of Sonic Advance? As opposed to the 0 that you've given us so far. They love to, like, you know, suck themselves off and be like, here's all these amazing classic Sonic games, and they just leave out, like, half of the games. Never gonna see a physical release of Sonic 4 in any capacity. I know not a lot of people like that one, but, like, it still exists. So when I turn myself into your favorite video game character, Bart Simpson, the fastest child ever. I knew he was gonna karate chop at me. I knew it. Oh my god, the freaking wiggling hand physics is getting me. Alright, here we go. We gotta get a couple more hits in. I just have to not get insta-killed by the giant karate hand. Screw Sonic 4, all my homies. Look, Sonic 4 Episode 2 is good stuff. It's just Episode 1 is just, like, the most, like, lazy, like... Yeah, it's a 2D Sonic game. It's another one. You're welcome. I remember, believe it or not, like, Jim Sterling was like, actually, Sonic 4 is better than New Super Mario Brothers, which, you know, based, rare W from Jim Sterling, but, I don't think Movie Bob, I think that's why he doesn't talk to Movie Bob anymore, is because he said that. If it stayed a phone game, I don't think anyone would mind. Well, they shouldn't have called it Sonic 4. It's actually so crazy. There's an entire world of Sonic mobile games out there that, like, I'm just never gonna play because they're on, like, cell phones. I'm not playing that shit. Was that before he truned out? Yes. This is when Sonic 4 was relevant to discourse in any way. So, that was for about a month. In fact, Sonic 4 was so irrelevant that when Sonic 4 Episode 2 came out, I don't think anyone noticed. And Sega's like, oh, I guess we'll just cancel this whole thing. We can do this. This is gonna take forever. I hate this fucking thing. It's taking so long. This big, stupid, floppy arm. Knuckles, you beat Knuckles. He's like, hey, Knuckles, you destroyed the cool whip that Eggman gave me. What the fuck, bro? Honestly, if it wasn't called Sonic 4, I don't think it would have been as bad. No, if that was... You know what? Honestly, that should have been called Sonic Origins, because like Rayman Origins, we're just going back to our roots. Doing the 2D thing. Alright, there we go. Thank God. That took forever. Oh, he's dying. He's exploding. He's burning to death in a car crash. Hey, why'd you do that? You know, the strangest thing just happened. Oh, look, Sonic's eyebrows are blue and they're white in this one. You let Eggman dupe you again. Leave me alone. Oh, he gets upset when you call his low IQ. Whatever, see ya, Knuckles. Hey! Grr, I won't let Eggman get away with this. Why was Knuckles doing blackface? Because he's a Minnesota lawyer. What am I drinking? It's just a Polar Black Cherry Seltzer. Oh yeah. We on the real shit now. Techno bass. The like techno stages in these games are always the best. It's the same with like Cybertrack in Sonic Advance 3. Just has like the best music in that game. And these enemies are so weird. I did like Cyber Station in Sonic Superstars. That's like a really underrated level. The boss in that level is a pain in the ass, though. I mean, you know what? Oh, a boss in Sonic Superstars is a pain in the ass? No fucking way. No way. What are the chances? I love that flavor. Yeah, black cherry is usually the strongest tasting seltzer flavor. Although my dental hygienist told me not to drink too much seltzer anymore. Apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently even seltzer is corrosive to your enamel. That's fun. I guess I'll just drink water for the rest of my life and nothing else. And that's how I can avoid any tooth decay. It also made me never want to play Superstars again. Superstars' bosses, they're like... It's like Sekiro. It's like when you beat, like, Knack Robo at the end of Trip's story... Oh, fuck me. When you actually beat Knack Robo, you're like, oh man, I'm a legend. I'm the best gamer ever. I like, no one else has done this. I mean, obviously anyone else who's played Sonic Superstars, which is the sum total of 5 people, have done it. But it's just like... It does... You do get a big sense of accomplishment when you get through them, but yeah, those bosses suck. The Death Egg Robot and Knack Robo are just like... And that stupid dragon. I hated the Dark Dragon. Like, what a waste of time. It looks like some fucking, like, Akira Toriyama-ass, like, artwork, and he's wearing, like, a big, like, diaper or something. Oh, no! Oh, okay, I was ready to die. Hope this doesn't give any of you seizures, and I apologize if it does. Because the stage's background is, like, fucking crazy. Sonic and Shadow morphed into a singular toilet! See, that would be a great end to one of the games. That'd be a great, like, super form for them to have for one of the boss fights. Is the Sonic and Shadow toilet. Or maybe one of Sonic's super forms could be him with a towel, like, leaning out of a shower, saying, "You piss really loud." You piss really loud. I like that. Would I rather play Aliens, Colonial Marines, or Alien Isolation? Oh, I'd probably Colonial Marines, because it's actually a first-person shooter. I hate stealth horror games. Just Decay, Max? Of course, like Doug TeNapel. He says he never brushes his teeth, so his breath is probably vile. Oh, I missed that grind rail. Oh no! What is this? A weird spring. We needed to introduce new, weirder springs in the end of the game. We are not doing the Tiny Chow Garden this time, because it's identical to the one in Sonic Advance. I think there's like slightly different Chow mini games you could do, but I'm not doing that shit. I still can't believe Sega has yet to capitalize on like the cozy game trend and hasn't done a fucking Chow Garden. They're so stupid. Genuinely one of the stupidest companies in the world. I mean, if Yakuza 3 Dark Ties wasn't like enough to let you know, they're one of the dumbest companies in the world. Also, maybe the 32X might fill you in on that little detail too. And the Sega Saturn. And the Sega Dreamcast having no copyright protection. There's a million billion different ways you could just point out that Sega is genuinely one of the dumbest companies that has ever existed. I'm surprised they've... It is a testament to the games that they've made, to the IPs that they've cultivated, that they're still in business despite being the dumbest people on Earth. I'm young and out! I'm tempted to almost play Yakuza with like the English dub just for like a piss take. It's... ugh. Yakuza's just been super disappointing lately. I already started losing interest in the series with Zero, ironically, because that's when it like started getting like very normie pilled, like Reddit glommed onto it at that point. I played Yakuza. I started with 3, I played 4, I got Dead Souls on launch. Like, I pre-ordered that shit. I was so excited for it. And then, like, 0 came out, and I was like, yeah, it's okay. It's another one. I'm actually not a huge fan of, like, the engine 0 runs on. Like, something about the way the characters, like, walk and run in that game has always struck me as weird. And then Yakuza 6, I was like, you know what? That was a perfect ending. I don't need to play any more of this. This boss is, like, seems a little less egregiously a pain in the ass compared to the previous one. Except for the little, like, projectiles he shoots at you. Out of his belly button. Eggman's iconic belly button missiles. No! Have you seen what happened with Yakuza 3 Kiwami? I'm curious why Japanese mainlanders hate Okinawans. Did they do something, like, to the Okinawa section in that game or something? I know they made it, like, really ugly. And I'm probably not gonna buy it. Like I said, I started with Yakuza 3. I have a lot of fond memories of it. I know a lot of people don't like that one. I'm not looking to play a substantially uglier, worse version of it. Like, the remaster sucked, too, because they've censored a bunch of shit. I mean, we haven't gotten a legit, non-censored version of Yakuza 3 in the West. I know some people have said, well, there's a mod you get for the PC version to restore content, and it's like, okay, that's not the same thing. It's not the same thing as an official release. Like, prior to it coming out on PC, it, like, you had the PS3 version, and that was it, for, like, 10 years. Shit. I need more rings. No, no, no! What the fuck? Sonic just picked up like a ton of momentum out of nowhere. That was weird. I need more rings. Lord, I need them rings. Oh, man, I fell into one. Good. Fucker! You got me like by like 1 pixel. Oh, thank God. 1 try. Well, 2 tries, actually. I died. Eggman is dangerously close to being able to make a windmill of peace with these parts. It's too bad they don't all rotate. They did the shit they always do. They remove large portions. Techno base. Now we're in Egg Utopia. Is that better than Eggman Land? Let me see. They recast all the Okinawan actors with mainlanders, including hiring a guy who is a registered sex offender specifically because he's a sex offender. Cool. Yeah, I know they changed the way Rikia looks. He's just like a totally different guy. It just looks ugly. Eggarth. Well, you know, in Sonic 06, you can see behind Eggman's glasses, he has bright blue eyes, so he is a Garthan. I wish Yakuza stayed Japan only. I played 5 through 0 in Japanese on release with translation guide. I still have a copy of Yakuza Kenzan. That's how into the series I was, that I imported a copy of... I'd never imported a game before, but I loved 3 and 4 so much I imported a copy of Kenzan. And I never got very far in it because I didn't understand. I know it was like a... almost like a stage play, like Kazuma is Musashi Miyamoto, and everyone else is like a historical figure. Sega started by 2 Jewish guys in Hawaii, so that explains pretty much everything. Sonic and Shock as a portal to Eggarth that closes an Eggman's lair. Sorry, Sonic, your DNA is not pure enough to enter the portal to Eggartha. Got that and Ishin and the PSP. Yeah, I always wanted to play the PSP games too. I'm glad they've never like redid those, because they would just fuck them up. Oh, I'm falling into space. Oh, I'm fine. Never mind. I was being dramatic. Wait. Okay, I really did die that time. Oops. I didn't play Ishin because again, I heard they censored it and they put it on Unreal. And I was like, you have the Dragon Engine. Why are you using Unreal now? Why is look, at least when Square Enix uses Unreal, which they really shouldn't be, they can do better than that. Their games look very good and run very well, which most games on Unreal don't. But, like, you have your own engine. Why are you putting games on Unreal? Stop it. Just cut it out. There's the short film prequel and film at I meant to get, like, I wanted to watch the movie too. It's probably like prohibitively expensive now, but I remember when that came out. And I always just held off on buying it because I was like, yeah, Yakuza's always going to be niche. It's always going to be available for a low price. Foolish me. Underestimating the corrupting power of Reddit. No! I have a figure of one of those, the spinner enemies. European Blu-rays are affordable. Oh, well, you know what I hate about Blu-rays and DVDs is that they still do region locking, which is crazy in the 2020s to be doing that shit. I want the Blu-ray of the Super Mario Brothers movie, but it's like European or something, and it doesn't work on US Blu-ray players. I have like a Dutch Blu-ray of Battlefield Earth, but it works in Region 1 Blu-ray players. It's very weird. I don't understand how region locking is supposed to work. God bless the PS3 being the first system ever to just get rid of that shit. It was so stupid. And both the Switch and Switch 2 also ignore region locking because it's fucking dumb. Hate Nintendo all you want, but you can't hate them on making imports a easy thing to handle. Oh! Why is there a spike ball from Sonic 1 in this game? And I need that checkpoint, and I need it now. have to get there before the portal to Agartha closes. We'll never be able to get Eggman if he gets there. He'll be given 72 furry virgins for his work at wiping out all of humanity. Oh, I jumped. I shouldn't have jumped. Alright, let's try this again. I love video games. Agent Stone gets to be Jacob. He's probably one of the best additions to the Sonic lore. Is Agent Stone and Wade Whipple. We need the next spin-off TV show isn't even gonna have any of the CGI characters in it. It's just gonna be Agent Stone and Wade Whipple going on a road trip again. And I'll be totally here for it. Eggman really didn't try with that robot. He just made like a mouse. Fuck you, weird Metroid-ass enemy. Snively was better. He's alright. I didn't really watch the SatAM show all that much as a kid, so I don't really like have a lot of fond memories of it. I would turn it on and be like, wait, where's Scratch and Grounder? It's kind of cool that Gary Chalk is in the first Sonic movie. You know, Gary Chalk is in that movie, but also the guy who voices Doc Mitchell in Fallout New Vegas is in that movie. He's in, like, the military. Like, he's one of the, like, the military guys you see in, like, one scene. I watched SatAM for the first time in 2020. While we were searching for the Sonic movies on Paramount Plus last night, Sonic Underground came up, and someone asked, "What is that?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it. Don't watch it under any circumstances. Do not watch that." And then, like, my fiance was like, "Who are these characters? Why is there like a green Sonic?" And I had to explain that Sonic is one of triplets, and they're all voiced by Jaleel White. Figured out how to change the region on the Cyberlink Power DVD by editing a configuration file. Weird. That's cool, though. I would love to do that. I still have a DVD box set of the TV show Minora Team I can't watch because it's, like, a European region code or something. Fuck! I only know about underground characters from Tamers 1, 2, 3, 4. I've heard people mention him before. I've never watched him. One day I'll finish the script I had for that Sonic video I was working on, which is really more for my normie, my Twitter mutuals who don't know nothing about Sonic because they're unfortunately not blessed with Sonic autism like we are. I might actually have a game over in this stage because there's so many fucking bottomless pits. Agartha will not... I will get into Agartha no matter what, no matter how much he tries to stop me. There's not really any... I think one of the reasons these games are kind of forgotten is there's no real major lore implications to them. Apart from Emerald and Gemerald, there's just, like... Cream and her mom are introduced, and that's it. And Sega just kind of forgot about Cream for, like, a decade. Which, you know, I always thought it was weird that Cream was, like, smaller than all the other characters, because a rabbit would be bigger than most of the animals that Sonic and his friends are. Fuck me, I fell for that same trap. Harris finally made a new Sonic video recently, got tired of the dumb lesbian MLP stuff instead of his based gay Sonic stuff. Based gay Sonic stuff, you're gonna have to, like, elaborate on that statement. No! I could get away with doing more Sonic videos. Just like, I'm not, like, waxing poetic about weird, like, lore implications of different things. If it's not in the games, it doesn't matter to me. I don't posit on these things. I'm just like, this is just what's in the game, so that's correct. I don't care what some comic says. I don't care what Ian Flynn says. If it's not in the games, it didn't happen. I retweeted someone's post about, like, shipping. Not because I agreed with them talking about shipping, but because that's how I feel about pretty much anything. Is if it's not in the games, I don't care. I'm a Zillennial, so sad I am wasn't even on TV anymore by the time I was old enough to be sentient. I wish I was more into Sonic X when it came out. I probably, because I think I was just like getting out of cartoons at that point, so I wasn't really watching it much. But there was something on that I was watching. I forget what. Was that when Yu-Gi-Oh was like a thing? Because I might have just been like too addicted to Yu-Gi-Oh to be watching Sonic X. All right, let's try not to launch directly into spikes. Well, I didn't go very fast, but I did it. Ahab, even if he was sentient when Sonic Underground was on, I don't think he would have tolerated it. Oh shit, it's this thing with the fucking weird, like, frog legs. Alright, you can change the gravity by pressing up or down here. They don't explain that to you at all, you just kind of have to figure it out. Are we on to phase 2 already? Wowzers. I'm so good at this. I think you can hit its knees and fuck up its ability to move. Yeah! This is a little bit more creative than the Eggmobile, but with missiles. Put some work here. Good job, Eggman. Applause. His robots in this game, I think, are just very practical because they need to be able to function on wheels. He planned for them all to be moving at like 70 miles an hour at all times. Shit! Yeah, gotcha. I'm longing for the day Advance gets recomplete. Yeah, I would love to see this game at like a higher resolution with a perfectly smooth like 60 FPS, because it does get a little frame rate does dip here and there, but you know, for the time it was pretty advanced. Egg, where are we going now? We're going to double X. Oh man. We don't have to deal with the GBA. Yeah, we could pull the screen out. Oh, you're right. There's a boss rush in this one. I forgot. We love a boss rush. This is like straight up Mega Man shit. Where's Carver when you need him? Kind of want to try playing Metro Series again, but I hate the voice acting in it. It is a lot of like cartoonishly bad Russian voice accents by American actors. I was playing it a bit, and then I played on console because that's how I play everything, and it didn't have an option to change the brightness, and I'm not changing the brightness. There's not a single game on Earth I will change the brightness. Unless it's Knuckles Chaotix, I am not changing the brightness on my TV for a game. Whoa, what the fuck was that? I did a little bounce move. What the frick? I just keep getting just pelted right in the face. That was a really good loop for the music. We don't have to... Yeah, they rue the day that their mothers will leave... Oh my god, that song. Yeah, I remember that. That song was like so weird. It literally sounded like Kevin Michael Richardson was singing it. It's very kind of them to cut off the timer when you're in between bosses. Oh, that was quick. Nice. Alright, now we gotta do the wheel thing, I guess. The wheel-a-majig. The doohickey of doom. Oh no, this is not the doohickey, the missile thing. The deadliest device Eggman's ever made, and it's just his regular ride, but it has missiles attached to it. I enjoy a boss rush, if it's not unreasonably hard. To be fair, the bosses in this game are above average difficulty for a Sonic game, though. This thing could fuck me up, though, with this fucking pimp slap. No! Whoa! This one's gonna take the longest, even though all the bosses have less health for this rush. This one's gonna fucking fuck me up. I know it. I'm gonna get too greedy. I'm gonna fuck something up. All right, we got that pain in the ass laser. I think it's funny Devil May Cry 4 had a boss rush, because like you already fought all those bosses 2 times, and there's like 3 of them in the game. And the boss rush doesn't include like Credo or anything. It's just like Bale and Echidna and Garthan donated 5. Big ups, pimp. Shit. I hate his big fucking cartoon slapper. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh! Alright, I'm always afraid that thing's gonna do its slap attack and just insta-kill me. This boss is hard enough without it killing you in one hit. Like, it didn't need that. I feel we did this already. There was a boss rush at the end of the first game, but there's only 3 of them. You get and the first 2 are bosses from old Sonic games. It's like, hey, remember these? No! No! Whew, God forbid a blue boy get a little motion. Wings of Redemption will be the first man allowed into Eggarth. He looks like he would. He looks like Eggman. And like Eggman, he's got no problem with beating women, so, you know. I'm still on the fence about him, that video of him, like, pushing his wife to the ground was real. I feel like that was fake. No! Oops, that was a mistake. Oh! Woo! He almost got me. I didn't have any rings. Oh! Oh man, this is getting dangerous. Fuck you, Eggman, you dickhead. Alright, there we go. Oof. It's so dangerous. This is very stress-inducing. I don't want to fuck up and then have to do every single boss again. Oh, you cheating fuck! There we go. Nice. Alright. Alright. Whew. Stressful. Boss rushes are always stressful. I don't know how I did this shit as a kid. Oh my god, I forgot about this guy. The goofiest looking Death Egg robot ever. Oh, he just like pushes you into the spikes, okay. No! I bet I have to do the whole boss rush again. Fuck! This is gonna be an ordeal, isn't it? Oh no, you get a checkpoint, okay. But I only have 2 lives. I don't know if when you're at 0 it counts as an extra life. Look at Sonic's face. He's soy jacking at it. Oh my god, a gigantic Eggman robot. I think, yeah, you can break his hands. What if Sonic broke Eggman's hands like Doctor Strange and he couldn't build robots anymore? That'd be pretty fucking based. Like, I've had enough of your shit. I'm crippling you for life. Oops. Oh, no, my one ring. Damn. 0 counts as last chance, I think. Okay, I hope so, because otherwise we're doing this again, because I don't think I'm beating it in the next run. This is a goofy little face. I love it. Alright, that's too far to hit him, so I'm not doing that. We need the Donut Lord! Oh, it's over. I already lost my last ring. No! I hit him in the chest plate. Damn it! Alright. I got one more shot at this. Otherwise, we gotta do this again. My heckin' live Zorino. I'm almost out. Maybe I could just, like, jump on his hands until they break off. Oh, my rings again! Why are the rings falling through the ground? It's not fair! I'm gonna just try to get his hands first. No! Alright, we're doing this over. Alright. We can do this. This is very anticlimactic music for when you have a game over. Single player. Game start. Who do we got? Yeah, you can unlock Amy. You have to get all the emeralds, though. Which is a lot of work, and I don't want to do that. The emeralds are so hard to get in the advanced games. It's crazy. And then you get to go to that little void on the right, and you do the Supersonic boss, which kind of sucks. And Vanilla falls out of it, and you rescue it. But we can do this, or I can do my best. Fuck you! The only boss in the game that doesn't require you to be constantly running it. It's the hardest boss in the game. Get all the emeralds and unlock the pink annoying void. Yeah, I also... Her jump works differently. I think she can take damage while she's jumping, which is a weird decision. Okay. Fuck. Uh-oh. Alright, we got that one. That one and the fucking frog legs and the missile thing. My arch enemies. I only have 2 lives, damn. Very unforgiving. This is a very unforgiving Sonic game. It's not up there with Lost World 3DS, but Little Nightmares 2 is the most annoyingly vague trophy descriptions. I hate vague trophy descriptions. I hate vague trophy descriptions, and I hate trophies that are way too simple. Like, I've mentioned this before, but like Doom the Dark Ages just was like, why? Why are the trophies so easy to get? In Doom, it should be like beat the game on Nightmare at max game speed or some bullshit. So it's like, nah, just get all the upgrades and you're good. Like, I rarely try to get all like the achievements in a game these days, but if it's a game I really like, I'll try to get most of them. And if they're boring to get, I'm not gonna do it. Or I might just do it like if it's not just time consuming, but it's just like if it's just like, oh, complete the game, yeah, I'll do it because it's like whatever. But I like trophies that are like I feel like a badass. I'm like one of the only people like I'm a very like small percentage of people who has the trophy for beating Darksiders 2 on the weird extra difficulty they added to the remaster that's borderline impossible, because you basically can't beat it without exploiting the game. And it just did it because I really like Darksiders 2. Like, I did all the fucking hot dog challenges in Sonic Unleashed. I'm a trophy off from Platinum on that online Naruto game. There's, what's another, fucking, the Far Cry games? If it's like an open world and they just like want you to do completionist shit, that's fine, because it's like, oh, that's, you know, more reasons to just explore the world. Why not? But for some reason, Ubisoft is hell-bent on including at least one online trophy in every single one of their fucking Far Cry games, and it's so annoying, because I just want to complete the game. I don't want to play with someone else, okay? I want to play by myself. I'm a weirdo shut-in who's trying to get all the trophies. I don't need someone else involved in that scenario. Fuck! Can't send online trophies and games over a decade old. It's why I can't platinum. Yeah, I mean, like, Binary Domain, love that game. It's got a shitload of online trophies. Bro, nobody played that game's online. I got that game on launch, and nobody was playing that game online. It like, what were they... It really... We need an AVGN episode on fucking achievements, and... Because, like, of course, what were they thinking? Like, who... I don't know, man. It's so infuriating. I'm pretty sure the original Darkness also had a bunch of online achievements, and it's like, bro... I don't care if you put in a stupid online mode in the Darkness. Nobody was playing the Darkness online. The only people who were playing the Darkness were people like Butcher Bay, which didn't have multiplayer. I'm gonna take a sip of my seltzer. Online achievements should be optional. Yeah, they should. They literally... Because they're just like, you know... If people like your game, they're gonna just... There's gonna be a ton of people who are like, yeah, I'm gonna try to complete it. But, like, you immediately discourage people from trying to complete it. When it's like, oh, I have to... This predominantly single-player game, I have to play with a bunch of other people. Never mind. Never mind. You've killed a huge part of the replay value for me. Like, do you know how much time I spent playing fucking Dead Rising 1? Trying to get those insane achievements? Like literal, like, psychopath shit with those achievements that they put in that game. No! I'm gonna have to start the whole level over. I think. Yeah, they probably make you do the whole thing over. Oh no, you get a checkpoint before every boss. That's cool. Alright. We're probably gonna be at this all day. I might not even have time to finish this stage. Oh no! Sonic, what are you doing? Why did he suddenly get momentum while I was standing there? Standing here, I realize you're just like me. I have no idea what's going on with the physics on this boss. Best Pokemon games are uncompatible because of online achievements. Well, Pokemon was like a progenitor that was like, yeah, here's a big Pokedex. You can't actually fill it out, though. You have to, like, that was part of the experience for Pokemon, though. To be fair. Like, I'm not going to be, like, shit on Pokemon for its, like, premise. But, you know, that was easy for me to cope with because I had siblings, so we would all just get, like, different versions of Pokemon games. Alright, we got him pretty quick that time. So we got 2 chances at this fucking boss. Online trophy should be in a separate bracket like DLC are. Like, if it's a game like Call of Duty, it's fine. But, you know. What was another game that did it? I'm trying to remember. Like, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood introduced a stupid online mode. And guess what? It included like 2 online trophies, so you're basically fucked if you were trying to complete the game and you didn't give a shit about playing online multiplayer. We're already off to a really fucking terrible start. Oh no! About the games ruined because of Games for Windows Live integration. Yeah, I remember that. That was a big thing back in the day. Is that still a thing? I'm glad. That's one thing I liked about the PlayStation. Was like, it was annoying. The lack of achievements felt like a step behind Xbox at first. But then, like, you didn't have to deal with online achievements for games like Condemned 2 or Bioshock 2 because they decided Bioshock needed a multiplayer. No! Oh my god, we already got a game over. We gotta start over again. I have another, like, 30-40 minutes left, so I'm gonna try to get these. I'm gonna make as many attempts as it takes. I know I did this as a wee little baby boy, so I can definitely do it. I've played harder games than this as an adult. Local multiplayer is fine, but they shut down the servers like 2 years after Black and White 2 came out. Yeah, that's like, at least with like Perfect Dark Zero, which is one of my favorite games, you can just play bot matches and get the achievements in that game. But like, I remember like Killzone 2 had bots, but you explicitly could not earn trophies against bots, which is just like such bullshit. Prevent you from saving your single-player progress in Lost Planet 2. Capcom recently fixed the single-player, but multiplayer still requires it. Dying Light 1 even had online trophies. Makes me so angry. I didn't even know Dying Light had multiplayer. I've never played it, but like I always just thought it was just like zombie Far Cry. I think like Red Faction Guerrilla had like online achievements and like, bro, it's an open world shooter with like a shitty tacked on multiplayer game no one liked. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Didn't like I know like MGS5 had a bunch of online achievements too. Fucking dumb. I hate it. And it's just, it really doesn't bother me that much most of the time, but if it's a game I'm like really enjoying and I'm like, I'm gonna do my best to 100% this game, like, oh, come on. I'm trying to think of like good examples. I'm like, my brain is half functioning at thinking because the other half is focusing on not dying. I don't think that's something video game streamers talk about enough, is sometimes your brain is just like so like in the zone you can't even think about what you're trying to talk about. Especially here with this fucking boss rush that's just murdering me. Woo. You know what game doesn't have online trophies? Knack. I think Knack 2 requires you to play co-op, but it's local. Which I'm fine with. I can get my brother to come over for a weekend and help me earn some achievements. I'm pretty sure Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 had online achievements. That pissed me off because I loved the Ultimate Alliance games. Give me some rings already, bitch. No! I was off for like a pixel. Fuck me. Whew. Got a copy of Marvel Ultimate Alliance signed by the dev team. That's pretty cool. I mean, meeting anyone from Raven Software is pretty cool. Too bad they're in the Call of Duty mines now. Send it as a PO box. What system is it on? I definitely play it. I have a copy, but it's like the Wii version, which is unfortunate. It's not that bad. It actually plays pretty well, but like weird. It has weird like shit. Like the camera is controlled by tilting the nunchuck. Like absolutely insane. No! Oof. The fucking slapper is the one that's gonna get me this time. I can't imagine that Raven is even the same dev anymore. I think, like, Tim Willits still works there, but he's probably just, like, a CEO position now. He probably doesn't care. He's the guy who's like, we absolutely need a sequel to Quake 2. Are you fucking kidding me? The fucking slap got me. It's for the Wii. A guy my dad used to work with had a son work, so he had everyone sign it up for me. That's cool. That's fucking sick. But yeah, I have the Wii version. It's certainly interesting. I can only imagine how like the camera was in like co-op on that version, because I originally played the 360 version with my brother. I played the gold edition specifically, which had all the cool DLC characters, because you can't get them anymore. I also remember, like, they did some, like, shenanigans with, like, the DLC for Ultimate Alliance 2, where they're like, oh, well, it was a time-sensitive thing. It's like, so why did you even develop it? Why did you go out of your way to program Carnage into the game, and then people could only download it for 2 weeks? What the fuck? I know that I remember I played the Wii version of Ultimate Alliance 2 briefly, and that was, rough. Completely different game from the PS3 360 version and not as good. Not that Ultimate Alliance 2 is anywhere near as good as the first one in any way anyway. Oh my god, why did that kill me? Oh my god, we're gonna have to restart this, aren't we? I'm still gonna try. I'm not gonna give up just because I'm close to having a game over. It's cringe. Never give up, like they say in Altered Beast. Hand didn't even slap me. It was just waffling around, and it instant killed me. I don't understand what makes it kill you instantly. No! This is, I wouldn't say it's as hard as Alf Layla Walayla. Well, that was really more hard because the controls in that game are not great. What's up, Sebastian? You're sick? Sick of what? Watching me play Sonic games? Too bad. What, do you have a cold? I feel like a tickle in my throat, so I'm like, oh god, I hope I'm not coming down with something. Because I work from home, so like when you're sick when you work from home, it's just like, I guess I'll work anyway. Hold on, I got somehow taking a sip of my seltzer, I splashed it on the screen. Seems the hand slapping you off the path into the back. They could have animated that instead of having Sonic just go, oh, I'm dead. We're gonna do it. I don't know if we'll do it today, but we are gonna do it. I'm determined. I'm not gonna leave this game unbeaten. Yeah, I love a little seltzer. I gave up on soda years ago. Fuck! What a coincidence I would follow this right after the fucking train section in Killzone 2. Like, I'm just torturing myself on stream at this point. If I was a kid, I would farm 99 lives or something. I wonder if you can farm lives in this game. I think you can only get 9 lives tops. So the game is kind of like a dickhead about it. Oh, my controller's also acting up now all of a sudden. Which it was not doing the entire stream. But we're still gonna... we will do it. We will endure. Yeah, that's really, like, crazy. You can only get 9 lives, I think, tops. There's not an extra digit on the lives counter. I mean, if I die... If I have another game over, I might just, like, replay the levels just to get some extra lives. That might be worth the time to do. So we're not just watching this endless scrolling, like, Earth background... like Windows like background screen. No! You can't hit Eggman on the head. It doesn't work for some reason. Even though his head is exposed. Fuck! Alright, we got that. That's 2 bosses down out of... what is it, 7? 6, 7? I don't know if you guys have heard of that joke. That's like a new and up-and-coming meme. I'm a little bit in the know about these kind of things. Have you heard of a little thing called Hawk Tuah? It's the hip new joke that all the youngsters are into these days. I hate you! Hawk Tuah the hand. That's what Eggman says in that fucking boss fight. And he spits all over you. Have you guys heard of this little thing called Uganda Knuckles? It's just up and coming. It's just going viral right now. 6, 7 doesn't mean it. I know, that's a joke. I think I mentioned it on the Killzone stream. Was it on the Killzone stream? I don't remember. I ran into my mechanic, and he did the 6, 7 hand motion, and I don't know if he, like, consciously did it, but, like, I just immediately thought of it. I didn't say anything, because I don't know if he would know what that means, and he would just think I'm, like, an idiot. Oh, look at that. I had a great run on the missile guy this time. And my mechanic is moving, and I'm so upset. Because he's the best mechanic I've ever had, and he's, like, moving, like, 20 minutes away. I mean, he does own a tow truck, so he said, like, oh, well, I'm gonna try to keep all my clientele, so if it's an emergency, just let me know, and I'll come tow you. But, you know, for minor... if it's, like, a minor thing, then I'm just, like, too stupid to fix myself. I'm just gonna have to go there and drive 20 minutes away. What is the hand? You like do like a? It's almost like a goofy like shrugging motion, but like you're like alternating hands, like you're juggling nothing in the air almost. Oh, I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss my mechanic. He was like one of the first people like I got to know since I moved, and he's like super nice and friendly. He's just made our lives so much easier. He's actually not charged us for some things, because he's just like, oh, well, it wasn't that much work, so don't worry about it. Alright, this fucker again. Oh, he's already starting with the spikes. What if you, like, pulled up in your whip to the club, and your whip was this fucking thing? Whoa! Whoa! What if your Uber pulled up and it was this? He's like, yeah, just sit on one of these flat, rotating panels. Don't sit on the yellow ones. They might have spikes come out. No! Fuck! Zero stars. But what if he's, like, super nice and he's playing, like, normal music and not, like, fucking gay reggaeton or something? He's, like... He's got, like Winger playing, you know, good music that cool people like me listen to. Fuck! No! We're doing very poorly. I might have to just, like, grind for lives in some of the earlier stages. Which is fine. I'm not averse to it. But I'm still gonna try. Or I'll die. Whatever. We need DSP to play this stat. But DSP... I hate watching DSP play Sonic games. Almost as much as I hate watching Corey on Oni play Sonic games. Because it's just like... everything that motherfucker is saying is wrong, and it is infuriating to listen to. Alright, let's get some lives. Let's get a life. Do the Leaf Forest. Like, I'm sure, like, Resident Evil fans who've liked the series since its inception feel the same way when Sphere Hunter starts talking about the series. It's like, okay, I need someone to represent my fandom that isn't a weirdo. DSP wouldn't play any game that's older than last week unless someone says it gives him money. True. We'd have to all collectively donate like $100 each to him. And be like, we will donate this much money to you every day that you stream Sonic Advance 2. But, you know, that would be a lie, obviously. I'm not watching Sphere Hunter. What if Sphere Hunter showed up on Oni Plays? Would you watch him then? I actually don't watch Oni Plays that much anymore. Because it's like, it's almost... I realize, like, I really only am into it when it's like, you got Zack and Tomar, and when it's not Zack and Tomar, I'm not interested. I can tolerate Lyle to a certain amount, but only so much. And I despise Corey. I can't stand him. As a Sonic fan, I do not claim him. Corey, I can't really... He's so annoying and dumb. It'd be like watching Chris Chan stream. It's just like... You're not getting, like, the best hits of this person acting like a retard. You're just getting, like, this guy being an annoying spurg. Or Dave. Yeah, I tapped out. I think the only one he was on that I liked was the Tomodachi Life one, but I mean... You'd have to have, like, 0 brain cells to make Tomodachi Life a boring thing to stream. Alright, we got 3 lives. Dude said that Triple H came into the locker room with people like Chris Jericho, and I'm like, what the fuck? Jericho came in at 99 after Triple H was already the main eventer or close to. A lot of people, like, people... know a lot about wrestling, so when people say inaccurate shit, it bothers fuck out of me. There was a video that got very popular, and it was like women playing all the wrestlers. Yeah, I mean, you know, we were talking about it on the previous stream. Oh, maybe I wasn't talking about it on stream. Maybe I was talking about it on Discord yesterday with Zorik and Kieran, about how, like, you know, you had Spoonie was like, he was Mr. Cool until all of a sudden he started streaming and everyone realized he wasn't good at games. So like all the shit he bitched about could have just been the fact that he's terrible at playing video games. I never watch Oni Plays, but my brother loves it. I mean, I didn't watch it until recently, and I don't know what made me watch it. I think it was because I'm just mutuals with Jade, and he really likes it. But I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot, because I typically don't watch or do anything that is considered popular. If something's popular, my natural instinct is to go away from it. Stan Birdman, I don't know. I don't know who that is. When it comes to online content, I am not adventurous. So you can do this like bounce move. I don't know how it works. I don't know what is the use of it. What if I press this button instead? You have a lot of moves in this game that you, like, literally will never use because they're completely pointless. At least in the way the gameplay is structured. If it was slowed down a bit more, I could see that move being useful. Sam made people aware of Hong Kong 97 in the West. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think like who said stuff that was like really inaccurate that pissed me off. I'm trying to remember. And you know, there's innocent mistakes to be made here and there, but it's like, look, specifically with Oni Plays, they bring Corey on because he's the Sonic guy, and he's always wrong about everything, and it annoys the fuck out of me. It pisses me off so much. Like, just don't play the Sonic games if you're gonna have Corey on, because he's so annoying to listen to.
3, 2, 1, go!
Need more rangs. Give me more rangs. Or like, I think when it came to, like, when AVGN got popular, he mostly talked about like really old shit that nobody cared about. But like, as he gets more and more into like talking about like modern stuff, it's like, you know, there's like, this is like, nobody's doing research on this. Nobody's writing these scripts, knows anything about the games they're talking about. It's annoying. Then you want to become the resident Sonic artist on Oni Plays? I don't know. I like Zach and I like Tomar and I like Chris some of the time. I don't know if I would want to be in a room with them all the time, though. I'll just continue watching Smiling Friends. I think that's good enough. Oh no, I shouldn't have jumped. I would be a better pet autist than Corey, though. The AVGN video on Sonic 06 didn't even get to the first level, I think. Yeah. My favorite Sonic autist on things, and this is like a weird ass pull. Smiling Friends is good, right? I'm planning. Yes, Smiling Friends is actually very good. My favorite Sonic autist is John Linneman from Digital Foundry. He's like a very like subtle Sonic autist, though. He doesn't he doesn't talk about it that much, but like whenever there's a Sonic game that they're doing a video on, he's the one who talks about it, and he like usually starts talking about like weird esoteric shit that like no one would think about. So you know he's like a true like Sonic head. He insisted on doing like a Sonic 06 video for some reason. I did see the one episode where the Earth was flat. Yeah, it's pretty good. It gets a lot of memes. I don't know if like every episode is as good as it's made out to be, because there's like some episodes that people are like, this episode's so good, and I just like, it didn't hit with me at all. But like ones like the one with like the wizard with the Norwood is funny. Or the one with like the murder mystery in the fast food restaurant. Very weird shit. That stuff's funny. There's AVGN episodes that are in games that came after the 90s. True. I've gone, you know, I'm mostly interested in watching people talk about things they're interested in at this point. I don't really care, like, oh, you should play this game, this person playing this game because it's like a type of game that they typically play, but like they don't know anything about it. Oh my god, did I actually die in Hot Crater? No way! I'm an idiot. I died in Hot Crater. Have you seen Clement J64's video on Sonic 06? No. I have never heard of this person. I'm trying to think if there's anyone who besides Digital Foundry, I've watched like a Sonic 06 video on. I was like, oh, that was pretty entertaining. And they seem to know what the fuck they were talking about. Because that's an important thing. It is like you have when you're talking about a Sonic game, you better know what you're talking about, or I'm gonna get ticked off in the comments. Okay? They're all privated now. Why? He did like a 7-part video on it back in the day. It seemed like he knew what he was talking about. IDK. Maybe. Perhaps. I haven't watched his video, so I can't judge. I'm peed the flip right the darn tootin', buddy. Alright, we have 7 lives. Let's make another attempt at double X zone. Using kid versions of swears is unironically more fun the older I get. I love to say I'm ticked off, and it makes my fiance laugh so much. Because I'll say it like completely deadpan, like I'm absolutely furious when I say I'm getting ticked off. I'm getting teed off at this boss fight, at this boss rush. That grinds my gears. It really gets my goat. Really burns my biscuits. I kind of am remembering this boss being really hard, but I also don't... I didn't remember that he was after a boss rush. I just remember it was, like, kind of tough, and I was like, I'll probably be fine. I didn't realize I had to do 7 fucking bosses beforehand. Every single time. I can't believe I beat this game with, like, every character. That's crazy. The Rush games, yes, the Rush games were a lot easier, because they did a lot of weird, like, 3D gimmicks for the bosses instead. But I'm fine with the Sonic games getting harder, because, like, Sonic and Knuckles would have been... I would have loved... Sonic and Knuckles is one of my favorite ones, but it's so easy, and I play it, and sometimes I wish it was a lot harder. And then I found out, like, oh, they made it easier because they had to sell it as a standalone thing, even though it was part 2 of another game. It's like, oh, so it could have been harder. They just made it easier because it was being sold as a standalone. That annoys the heck out of me, if I'm being honest. And Sonic Advance 3 is actually harder than this one, so we're gonna do that one too eventually, and that's I don't think the bosses do this, like, I don't remember the bosses that well at all, But I don't think they do this thing where you're like, you have to run along a fucking track the whole time, and it makes the physics way harder to work with. They ripped off this boss from Mega Man? No, they just gazed into the Palantir and knew that Mega Man would come up with this boss, and they stole the idea. Imagine games and how good they would be without last minute make number go up. Boomers in the room. Yeah, I mean, I still love Sonic and Knuckles. It's just like... like Flying Battery feels like a late game level, and it's the second level. But it's of course very easy because it's the second level of the game. And Mushroom Hill, I'm curious what it would be like if it was way harder than it is. Fuck, I did so good on this guy last time. We can do this. Or not. No! It's always the little, like, tip of the hill that always gets me. No! Alright, we got him. Now, which one's next? The wheel thing? Or, like, the merry-go-round thing? I hope I don't get fucking one-shotted by the giant hand again. Oh my god, it didn't keep my lives! Holy shit! I'm gonna blow my brains out. Live on air. So I only have 2 lives again. So you can't even farm the lives! I'm gonna be forced to watch the Super Bowl today. Trust me, my fiance doesn't even want to watch it. She doesn't give a fuck. And we're not hanging out. We hung out with people yesterday, one of whom will be watching the Super Bowl, but we're not hanging out with them today, so not our problem. I am going to play video games, and she'll probably watch TV or something, but nobody's watching the Super Bowl in this house. I could be watching the Super Bowl right now, but instead I chose to play video games. For my internet friends. Fuck you, big-ass robot hand. You dropped a kidney stone. Awesome. I've never actually had one. Thank goodness. They sound painful. Couldn't be me. I hydrate way too much. Boomers at my work asked me what team I hope wins, and I just went football sucks. The hateful looks that gets you is wild. Yeah, like my fiance works in an office, and like her boss and her one like coworker are both like big sports heads. And she'll just be like, I don't know, I've been to like a Mets game once. And that's really all the input she has. Like, we don't give a fuck about football. We don't watch. I don't really give a fuck about baseball either. I'll go to a sports game if I'm invited and someone else is paying for it. But I'm not going to watch. I'm not like, oh man, I need to watch the big game. The big game is today. You're gonna miss the big game. Yeah, the big game is Resident Evil 9, releasing at the end of the month. That's the big game. Sorry, like 50% of like Zoomers and Millennials realize, oh, I get more entertainment just like with video games and watching movies and shit. I don't really need to watch a bunch of dudes running around in a field for a fucking ball. The pre-show for the Super Bowl 2020 was just a black dude and a woman saying racism and sexism are bad. Wow, that sounds really brave of them. I'm impressed. I'm impressed that they had the chutzpah to get in front of all those people and say that. got 2 hits on him. Yeah! Fuck you, dickhead. Double fuck you, dickhead. Alright, I'm getting really good at these bosses. Zoomers, I mean, a lot of them still do, but there's also just, like, huge contingents of them that don't give a fuck. That's what I mean, is, like... And I think more and more generations are just gonna not care. Shit, 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 shit. Yes! No! Lost all my rings again! Alright, I'm not going on the platform closest to it. It's too risky. The middle one, though, is doable. No! Shit! One defense of Sonic is that it never became very popular in the speedrun community, which is a good sign. Yeah, the game's kind of being, like, slapped together and a little bit buggy probably contributes to that, which is fine by me. I don't need... Look, we already have the worst autistic people in the world. We don't need more of them. Oh, fuck. No! This boss is too hard. The ref kept penalizing the Bengals every single turn at the end so Rams could get more time to get the touchdown. That's fucking crazy. That's rigged. That's straight up rigged. Alright, should I try to break his hands? I think I'm just gonna do that. Why do the rings fall through the ground? They're not supposed to do that! I'm gonna get this hand first. Take our sweet time with this motherfucker. This motherfucker's sweet as a sugar plum. Like, why even watch a sports game if it's rigged? What's the point of a sports game you can't gamble on? Fuck you! I was Chud Pilled, so the Super Bowl's gay, only good... Yeah, I've read that before. I don't even watch the commercials, because it's like, I hate them. There's one, like, there's a commercial, like, with Meg Ryan and whoever, the fat bald Jewish guy in a sweater, doing, like, a scene where she pretends to come eating mayonnaise or something, and I was like, why would you put this on TV? And it's a reference to fucking When Harry Met Sally, which isn't even a very good movie. It's boring. It's like Gen Xers thought it was brilliant, and so we have to hear. Every other generation has to hear it till the day we die, just like fucking Star Wars and Back to the Future. I was not looking at the screen. Oops. Harry Met Sally is the shittiest movie ever. We've got way better romance movies now. The world has evolved past the need for When Harry Met Sally. Oh, he's firing them off in succession now, little shithead. No! Woo! Ooh, I got it. Now I gotta get this one. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, we got 2 hits on it. Nice. I hope there's not a time limit and I instantly die. A very good anti-true book called When Harry Became Sally. Oh, there is a time limit because it's flashing red. Shit! Man, this game is like so like... This game's gonna make me shut out. No! I'm out of rings. This is it. No! Damn it! Who hates Back to the Future, man? I've never watched it. It's just like, it's a comedy movie from the 80s. Like, I don't know how well the comedy holds up. I hate Back to the Future so much, I melted a Doc driving the time car toy. I had a 5-year-old with my magnifying glass. I'm gonna do it. I've beaten this game. It's just like, I have to like recalibrate my whole fucking brain for this thing because I haven't played it in so long. No, I don't dislike Back to the Future. It's just I've never watched it and I have no interest in it. And I think like the weird, like, it's just like one of those things where it's like, its time has passed, you know? It's like you can still like it, you can still consider it a classic, but like, it's not one of those movies where like you, like, it feels very like 40-year-old coded to be like, what? You haven't seen Back to the Future? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people like it, Ahab. It's just like, it's not, like I said, I don't dislike it. I've just never seen it, and I have no desire to. I don't find, like, 80s comedies funny most of the time. Like, obviously there's exceptions. But for the most part, like, if it's in, like, an older comedy movie, I don't think, like, the comedy's gonna land with me, specifically. Like, we recently rewatched Zoolander, and I thought that held up pretty well, but, like, I don't think that, like, everyone would like it. I don't think, oh my god, you haven't seen Zoolander? I legit only like the Cube movie series. But I don't understand why they wrote it that way, the way they did. Cube, is that movie with Nicole DeBear from Star Trek Deep Space Nine? Which I've never seen. I keep seeing it on streaming services and then I never sit down and watch it, but I've heard it was cool. And I'd probably like it because I love science fiction. And Nicole DeBear is hot, so that's a plus. Yeah, I mean every movie had sequels in the 2000s. Just like every single thing had like a million straight to DVD sequels. I mean, that's what Spoonie built his entire career off of, was watching straight to DVD sequels of fucking Highlander. I still want to watch that straight to DVD sequel to Hellraiser with Henry Cavill and Catherine Winnick in it. Group of people thrown into an awful scenario? You mean like Predators? Which I like. A lot of people don't like that movie, but I thought that movie's cool. I'm never a fan of like the Predators, like, oh, this one's friendly, and they do that at the end, but otherwise I like that movie. The concept is cool. It is a bit wasted on that movie, because like at the end it's like the whole idea is that they're the Predators. They're like the deadliest people on Earth, and then they just like all start dying and they don't like team up and beat the Predators, which would have been a cool scene. There's one good straight to DVD Hellraiser movie. I've only seen the first two. I know there's like a million of them, and I plan on watching all of them. It's just like, what streaming service has when these days? And I'm not buying like a whole like Blu-ray set for a bunch of movies I may hate. Oh wow, I got hit by the hand, but I didn't die instantly, thank goodness. Cube 2 Hypercube? Wow, they really they had to get the whole writer's room together for that title, I guess. Love the guy who kills every version of the other guy he can to collect more of the same watch. And fucker, I hate the freaking hand. I bet you, like, if I played this game for 5 minutes on my off time, I would instantly, like, get through this with no issue. But I love, like, weird, like, there's a whole Starship Troopers fucking franchise. There's, like, 3 movies. There's 2 animated movies that are made, like, by anime studios. There's video games. I mean, I know there's a 6-part OVA as well, but that's like actually based on the book. It's not based on the Paul Verhoeven movie. So I love that, like, I love that subgenre of unnecessary 8 million expansions to some science fiction shit that was successful once. It's a shame we never got that with Dune. We got, like, those sci-fi original movies, and that's about it. No! They just keep playing the same damn film. I mean, that's how it's supposed to work. That's the idea. I mean, there have plenty of stories that did the same. We watched a movie recently that did that. I'm trying to remember what it was. Again, like, I'm playing a game that's, like, challenging me right now, so my brain is only, like, half engaged with the conversation, so I can't think of what movie it was. I also know there's an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation where, like, they're all, like, reliving the same day over and over again for some reason. Or is it Star Trek Voyager? I don't remember, but there's a Star Trek episode with that same concept. And it's taken seriously. It's not a funny Bill Murray movie. Oh, right. I rewatched that movie with Tom Cruise. I forget what it's called. Edge of Tomorrow. That's also the same idea. Where Tom Cruise keeps dying and reliving the same day over and over again because he got, like, alien slime on him. Why did you get to hurt me when I couldn't hurt you? That's so fucking cheap. We got him. Alright, we're up to him again. We're up to the big boy. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to stay between the first and second, the closest ones to him, and use those to hit him. Maybe just have to avoid his wrists if I can. Uh-oh. We're off to a bad start. And none of my rings fell down! Didn't know you could go into the ceiling. Groundhog... Yeah, I know he does a part where he, like, tries to kill himself or something. Alright, let's try this again. We gotta take out that one hand, at least. I can't have 2 of them bouncing around, because that's gonna get me killed. So we gotta get rid of the right hand, at least. Right Hand of Darkness. I'll never get over how bad The Left Hand of Darkness was. One of the worst books I've ever read in my life. Like, infuriating reading that book. I really gotta read something else soon. I finished Ghost in the Shell, and I haven't picked up another book since. I've been so busy. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of having a social life. It's kind of annoying. I'd rather just play video games. TBH, I would much rather play video games. I'd rather be gaming. I don't even have that many friends. They just always want to be doing shit. And it's like, look, bro, I'm trying to save money for a wedding. Can we not? Can we not be doing things this week? Like, you're invited to the wedding. You know it's happening. You know I shouldn't be spending all my money on this shit. I literally set myself like a specific budget for how many games I can buy this year. All right, we got his one hand, the one that's closer. We can get this. I have a feeling. It's in my heart of hearts. I feel like I can do this. I don't know how old I was when this game came out, but I was a wee little baby boy and I was able to beat it. Oh fuck. Woo! Shit. Oh, of course my ring flew into space, so we're even more disadvantaged. Oh. The music sped up too, so he's running low on health. He needs to stop with the eye laser. Oh, damn it! We got one more attempt at this. Alright, this is my last attempt though, because I actually have to log out for today, but I'm gonna try. I can't give up. Alright, I'm gonna take out his hand again first, because that seemed to help me a lot. You have the Poe collection? Oh shit, I was looking at the chat. My mistake. Colossal gamer error. I'm gonna look at the chat, but pause it this time. 2 really nice copies of Edgar Allan Poe stuff for free at a library once. Yeah, I remember like as a kid I read Edgar Allan Poe because I was just like, I found a copy of it. I was like, oh, this guy's supposed to be like scary. And I didn't really know what gothic horror was, so I actually thought it was gonna be like not like weird esoteric shit like depressed people's house falling into the river or some shit. Oh, my ring! My ring! Oh, it's over. It's never been more over. Shit! Alright, it's game over. Alright, I gotta clock out for now, but we'll get back to it on next Sunday. Do I have to watch the game? No. I have other stuff I have to do. We have like wedding planning stuff and etc. etc. But we'll get back to it. Probably next Sunday. I'm gonna give it another go. We're gonna keep going until we win, because that's how you do it. You can't just quit. So for now, thanks for chilling with me, guys. I appreciate you watching me get my ass handed to me. I couldn't have picked a better title because I actually did get my shit kicked in. But we'll get back to it next week. More Killzone on Tuesday, and I think we're close to the end of that one, so I have to pick something to play after that. But for now, you guys, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good night. Don't watch the big game. Play some video games. Do something cool. Just don't watch the big game. It's lame, boring, dumb, stupid. Don't do that. Alright, guys. Talk to you later.